Munich, Zurich, Marseille, Venice, Milan, Bologna, Venice, Vienna, Breclav.
Hello and welcome to the vlog for my DiscoverEU trip. DiscoverEU is a new initiative offering young people the opportunity to travel Europe by train. As this was definitely one of the best experiences in my life, I decided to film it and share it with you guys. So, without further ado, let's start with our first stop, Munich, the capital of Bavaria.
We arrived in Munich. It's great. Polish. Yes, it is.
We didn't really have any expectations for Munich. In fact, it was the first time in Germany for both of us, even though we live so close to it. We were pleasantly surprised by it, especially by its beer, pretzels, and surfers, who we definitely were not expecting to meet in the middle of Bavaria. Another thing that we didn't really expect to experience was a strike. Train drivers' strike.
Funny thing happened. German train drivers are apparently on strike today. Our train to Zurich is not happening, but we found a way to get to Zurich tonight. Hopefully everything will work out. Keep your fingers crossed for us. But we have ice cream, so life is not that bad. We've arrived in Zurich. I definitely thought that it may not happen.
After the craziest travel of our Interrail, we began exploring Zurich. Initially, we didn't even consider going to Switzerland, but going there was the best decision we made. We loved almost everything about it. The views, the architecture, nature, museums, people, cheese, chocolate, and surprisingly cheap alcohol. The only thing that we didn't enjoy that much about Switzerland were its horrendous prices.
I decided it would be a good time to vlog and give you guys an update. We went to the museum. It was really nice. Then we met some guys from Hungary. They were really nice as well. We visited some churches and then had a beer next to the lake, which was really nice. Now we're trying to find some low budget food, which probably means going to a McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. Good morning. It is 6:57 a.m. We're going to the train station and yeah, see you guys in Geneva. Hello from Geneva. We're waiting for a train to Cern and then we'll visit Cern, then to the Old Town and other places, so wish us luck.
Geneva was our stopover. In just 8 hours that we had there, we managed to visit CERN, the United Nations office, Reformation Wall, and the most important churches. We have even, very randomly, found Jean Piaget's sculpture there, which definitely satisfied my inner psychology student's soul. Then it was time to leave Switzerland and go to our next destination, Marseille.
Hello from Marseille. After a whole lot of adventures, we are finally here. We had some problems yesterday with the hostel because there wasn't a bed ready for all. We had to wait in the reception for like an hour or so at midnight. So we're going now to the beach and later, we don't know yet, we'll see. See you later, alligator.
After a bit of sunbathing on the beach, we decided to go to a Basilique Notre Dame de la Garde, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. It was really pretty, as you can see, and the view was amazing, but Ola almost killed me for dragging her out there, though I must admit the hike was quite exhausting. On our way back, we were lucky to experience some amazing live music. In the evening, we decided to go out with our friends from Poland and later with people we met in the hostel. To put it nicely, we were quite tired in the morning, but we were determined not to waste our time in Marseille, and so we went to the national park Breclav, which was astonishing. This was also the second time Ola wanted to kill me for dragging her for a hike. We hitchhiked back to the hostel, and then it was time to go to our next destination, Nice.
So we've arrived in Nice. It's pretty. I feel like we're gonna like it more than Marseille. And now let's see a little bit of Nice.
Nicknamed Nice la Bella, Nice the Beautiful in the local dialect, Nice is one of the most popular holiday destinations on the French Riviera. Sadly, we had very little time to explore it as it was our stopover, but even after such a short visit, I can assure you, it deserves its nickname. Nice was also our last stop in France, as after it we decided to go to Italy. Our first stop there was Milan.
The whole trip to Milan was like full of complications. First, the train to Milan was delayed by about half an hour. Then we got off the wrong train station because Google Maps told us that our hostel is in a different place. Then we had to pay for late check-in in our hostel, which was 10 euros per person. But we woke up and things were better finally. What do you want to say about Milan?
I love Milan. We really did love Milan. It was such a beautiful city, and Italian gelato, pizza and Aperol made it all even better. The highlights of our first day were Duomo di Milano, decidedly the most impressive structure in Milan, which took nearly 6 centuries to complete. A bit creepy church with a wall made of human bones, which they put there as there wasn't enough place in the cemetery, and Pinacoteca di Brera, containing one of the foremost collections of Italian paintings. On our second day, we went to the Leonardo da Vinci Museum, had the best pasta of our lives, and met with some wonderful travelers from all around the world. Then it was time to go to our next destination, Bologna. We started our day in Bologna with yet another hike, and this was the third time Ola wanted to kill me. This was the most exhausting but also the most beautiful and rewarding hike of our trip. We spent over 2 hours walking up and then 1 hour going back to the city. However, the views we experienced and the pizza that we had afterwards as a reward were definitely worth it. After that, we wandered around the city center, explored the oldest university in continuous operation in the world, and went to Santo Stefano, the most unique complex in Bologna, mainly known as Sette Chiese, as it is the merger of multiple buildings. Then, after this very intensive day, we had to go back to the train station and head to Venice.
We're just sitting on the ground, waiting for a train to be announced. Honestly, we're exhausted pretty much. We've slept like for 4 or 5 hours and we've made just 35,000 steps today. But Bologna, beautiful city. This is the most confusing train station that we've seen so far.
Venice was our second to last stop. We have stayed in an amazing hostel called Anda, and if you ever go to Venice, this is definitely the place to consider staying in. We took a train to the central station and we started exploring, as some people call it, the city of water, masks or canals, or as we called it, the city of cicchetti, cleanliness, cute little streets or cheap Aperol spritz. I was blown away by Venice. It was definitely one of the most beautiful and unique cities I've ever visited, and I definitely plan to go back there someday. Then it was time to go to the last stop of our trip, Vienna.
As you can see by our outfits, it's a bit colder today. We didn't really have a big plan for today, we just wanted to go with the flow, but my uncle sent us a really good map of Vienna with like a walking tour of it, so we're doing that. My most important thing to do in Vienna is to eat sahur and have coffee. Have you ever had sahur?
I'm so excited.
So we're doing this for sure, and the most important point of our trip.
We were quite tired after traveling for around 2 weeks at this point, but as it was almost our last day, we didn't want to waste it. As we said, our plan for Vienna was quite simple. Walk around, eat Sacher, and go to some nice but cheap museum. We really enjoyed the architecture and the vibe of the city, and of course we loved Sacher, for which we waited for about 40 minutes in the line.
The fun fact about Vienna is that there are two main Sacher places, the Sacher Hotel and Denel, I think. The dispute was basically about who has the original Sacher, and the Hotel Sacher won. So now in Denel, which was the second company, there is a Sacher, but it is called differently. So we went to the second place because we felt bad for them and wanted to support them, because now Hotel Sacher has like 5 times more sales, I think, because they have the original name and they have rights to it. So we wanted to support the other company.
After Sacher, we went to the museum, which our hostel roommate recommended to us, and then we had a chill evening celebrating our last proper interrailing day. Next day, we were supposed to go straight to Poland, but we decided that there is something important that we needed to do first.
It's our last day of our Euro trip, and we've just randomly decided that we have stopover in Breclav in Czech Republic anyway, so why not go there for a longer period? I just want to have smash on the city. The worst thing is that it is kind of raining, like it's not too bad, it's like a drizzle. But if it does rain, not too good for us.
Needless to say, it started raining heavily the minute I stopped recording it. Rain motivated us to rush to the train station, where we got some free coffee, and then after a few hours we were in Czechia.
This is the most random city to visit.
Breclav was a funny city to visit. We explored it a bit and then went for the main point of our visit in this place, Smażony Syr, which is arguably the best thing ever. However, when we got back to the train station, there was quite a surprise waiting for us.
We are at the train station right now. It appears that the train that we were supposed to take doesn't exist. So now we have to wait about 2.5 hours.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
It's 10 minutes to the train. Last train. Let's go.
DiscoverEU was one of the best trips in my life. We visited 7 countries and 15 cities, spent 45 hours on the train, met a lot of amazing people from over 20 countries, made a lot of unforgettable memories, and learned a lot about ourselves. I am forever grateful to the European Union for giving us this amazing opportunity, and simply can't wait for the next adventure.